I'm saying. Of course it's going to go down further. I want it to go down further. I think this is the stock of the year. He's not, no, he's right. He went to the core. I didn't want you to say the answer
and
immediately.
You didn't get to talk to her. You wanted to, and you missed out on it. Were you upset about it that day?
He goes, my wife might see this. The 40 most common mistakes traders encounter. I've already given you the mistakes. You have to realize what your mistakes are. Before we move on, we'll talk more about this inside. Can we knock out 10 before you freeze? 10 is good? Okay, we'll do 10. You have to understand that it could go down forever. Someone DM me on the secret Instagram when I did the live. Remember I did the live after the live ended? What's your stop loss for TSLL? I said I don't have one. Because even if it goes to 50 cents, I'm cool with it. It's Elon Musk. You don't bet against Elon Musk or his Tesla company. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But could it go to $1 or 1 penny? Yeah. Of course it can. I want it to go down further. I think this is the stock of the year. That's what I'm calling it. But eventually it will go back up. It's just current issues. Yeah. You take a trade today, let me leave it up overnight. And what happens?
I don't do that.
Hands up, you've done that. Hands up. We got to stop. 3. One trade. No, one trade. One contract.
30 days.
Is that protecting you? Is number 3 protecting you?
Yeah.
Come on now. Number 4. Who wants to go?
Not having a mental 15-minute chart.
You saw that trend on the 15-minute? How it worked out in front of your face? Boom, right. I knocked out number 6 right there. Number 7, Michelle.
Not making trend lines.
You don't have to make them, because did Ahmad make a trend line? Eventually, what will happen? You can see it before it happens. Some of you are too young, the 22-year-old kids here. But hands up, you've seen The Matrix, and Matrix 1, the original. You've seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ahmad, you don't know what that is. Yeah, I figured. You're 22? You're 22? Oh, you're the youngest here then, okay. What's a trend? Yeah. But what is a trend? I want a better word than that. You're right. Direction. Just a direction. That's it. How did I know last Friday when I went live, the market is bullish, it's going to go up? How did I know? The trend. I looked at multiple time frames. I knew the trend, which I'll teach you tomorrow. 8. All right, thank you, Des. Have you been to a bar and there's a cute girl there and you didn't get to talk to her, you wanted to, and you missed out on it? Were you upset about it that day?
No.
Why not? What you say?
More options.
That happened to you?
No.
No, but you understand. He goes, my wife might see this.
Smart man. He denies it instantly. He said, help me.
Not recording.
We'll use Ahmad as Muslim. He don't go to bar. We'll use Ed. You been to a bar before?
Many times.
And have you seen a girl there that you thought was cute?
Many times.
But you never spoke to her? And
Many times.
And when you went home, did you regret it and say, damn, I wish I spoke to her?
Sometimes.
But was there a girl the next day, the next day, and the next day? You're not missing anything. You don't miss any opportunity. Stop this weak mindset of I'm a misser out. You're not. Keep going. 9.
Not making support and resistance lines on a monthly, weekly, daily, 2-hour, 15-minute chart.
I'll teach you that on Sunday. And number 10,
Trading at 9:30.
25 Eastern.
Is it because of volume?
Is it because it's a gentle speed? Everything is gentle, follows clean trends, and it's quick, and I get to live my life. I'm done. Do you see how this is not even nothing to do with trading, but it's all connected to trading? We see that, right? Just so we're clear. Go. You do know that majority, 90% of businesses fail in the first year, right? Hands up, you knew that. Cool. If you gave it enough time and your full effort, could it have eventually worked out?
It could have.
Do people run multi-million-dollar cleaning businesses?
They do.
Why do you think so?
They were consistent and disciplined.
You see what I'm saying? Okay, so that's career-oriented. Now let's talk about you personally. You don't have to answer any of these questions if you don't want to. In your personal life, do you feel like you are where you wanted to be as in your personal life? Forgetting work, forget money. Relationship-wise.
No.
Why?
I guess I let other people's opinions kind of overtake what I thought of myself, and that kind of affected my.
You mean like someone said, oh, you're dumb, I don't like you?
Yeah, like things like that.
Okay. It's a recent relationship?
Yeah.
How long were you putting up with this?
It lasted a year.
Stop right there. Would you be in a relationship for a year and be spoken to a certain type of way? How long did you know? And you're not dumb. Women, you guys are not dumb. Both of you know for a fact that you have a skill. How long did it take for you to know that this guy might not be it, but you let it slide and don't lie?
I think possibly by like month 3.
Stop right there. 3 months in, you know this is not good, but you stayed for an extra, I can't do math, 8 more months?
No.
Damn, I was close. Extra 9 more months. Why?
Because I guess the good overshadowed the bad to an extent. I didn't know.
Who can tell me her entire story, how it's connected to the charts? I want it play by play. It's hard to hit sell. He's not, no, he's right. He went to the core. I didn't want you to say the answer immediately. He went straight to it. I wanted to play around it for like 2 minutes. You see how I said where I was going with this? Oh, it's hard to leave. And I said, it's so easy. Say buy and leave. Hit sell and walk away. There's one thing I'm very good at. You see on that live trade where I didn't do so well last week? Something I did very well though. That last trade where I was short and it rocket shipped and it rocket shipped and it rocket shipped most of that morning. Don't lie to me. How many of you would have never hit sold? And don't lie. Michelle, would you have hit sell when the trade goes against you? She still doesn't hit sell. Why not?
Because I always think it's going to get better.
Stop right there. Made a lot. My family, they listened, made a lot. The next family party, I think Eid, the holiday for Muslims, is in 2 weeks or something. I'm going to have like 30 relatives around me. Guess what? I'm taking everyone's phone and forcing everyone to buy TSLL. I had students that when it went to 20, didn't buy. 30, didn't buy. Professor, can I get in? I said, no, it's overextended. Please don't buy. What do you think some of them did? They bought at like 32, 34. It went to 40, didn't sell. Went to 20. Professor, I bought it. Should I hit sell? I told you not to buy it. Professor, it's at 10. What are you doing right now? Didn't I warn you? Yeah, I did, but it was going up. I just wanted to get in there. It's going to keep. You didn't listen. It went to, what did it go to? 7, 6? What was the low recently? 7? 6 something. He was having a heart attack. I said, it's TSLL. It's not a penny stock. Calm down. You see where I'm going with the story? The men held on to the same story as Michelle. I'll just hold on to it. It's going to go. If you know it's toxic, it doesn't work for you. I've been in 3 relationships, and I think only one of them was toxic, where she cursed at me, where she hit me, she was abusive, but she was hot, so I dealt with it. This is a 20-year-old version of me, okay? This is a 20-year-old version of, I like a 27, 28-year-old version of me. I was stupid. She was very attractive, but she cursed at me, she hit me, she was not a nice female on any scale, but she was hot. Point being, I stayed and dealt with the abuse because I like looking at her. But I begged God every night when I'm praying, please get me out of this relationship, because I couldn't do it. I wasn't strong enough. This was just a kid version of me. So I understand your story, and many of your stories are connected to me. Now I don't put up with none of it. A female says a single negative thing. I don't need to wait for 17 red flags. How many red flags did you have to feel before you realized it? Roughly speaking.
A lot.
Roughly speaking. Give me a number, woman.
At least 50.
50, okay. What'd you say? The United Nations. For me, one red flag is the second I hear a curse word towards me or any negative type of words towards me, we have a problem. Why? Because over time, a 25-year-old version, 26-year-old version of me would be like, hey, it's okay. Not anymore. Why do you think I have that mindset? Why? Yeah. Deeper than that. Why should I not allow a single one female to talk to me like that? Yeah, of course, you're right, but deeper than that. Because there are billions of females out there, billions. How the hell am I stuck on one if she's not going to be nice to me? If she's nice to me, then I'll accept it. I'm interrupting your class right now to let you know, and I know you know, if you've used my free course, you use my books, I got 3 of them, and it's still not enough and you feel like you want more, well, guess what? I got a mentorship program happening in New York in my classroom, small amount of students in a lecture hall setting where I go through precision what you need to do what? Buy and sell strategically. And if you don't want to come to New York, I yearly have international trips. You can join those. Get a mentor, get everything figured out. I got a secret Instagram where I talk about deeper things that I don't talk publicly. I'll see you in my class. Let's go. Ahmad's known me the longest as of now is over here. How good is my memory? Photographic memory. I don't forget the stupidity I might do. I know myself well. My stupidity is only caused by one thing. When I try to try to do something to please a student or someone watching. That's where my failure always happens. When I'm by myself, I do very well. I'm locked in, no noise, nothing. She sees it. She sees it, literally. Do you understand what I'm saying? You need to stop. I didn't like what you said. I want to forget that. No, you want to remember that. You want to remember these things. You want it to affect you. Because if it's not going to affect you, will you ever change? No. See that? Boom. So could you have caught that? Could you have caught that? After this candle was formed, you have another confirmation right there. Right there. So the point I'm trying to make is, how did Ahmad know that, but none of the new ones knew that? How did Ahmad know that? He's seen it before. XP points, experience. Same story as Michelle's that we keep going back on. Why do you not keep your word to yourself? Write that down. Yeah. Damn! How much? No, I don't want the dollar amount. How much percent were you up? What is that, over 100%? 300%? Now, next question, small position, medium, or heavy position?
Medium.
Okay. And hold on. Oh my God. How long were you in this? How long is this story? A week long? A month long?
Maybe a week, if that. No way.
Whoa. Oh, this was during the AI boom that happened. Oh, got it. And you...
It wasn't so long ago.
Yeah, I remember. Now, here's my next question. Jesus Christ.
But it's slow.
How did you go to sleep? How did you go to sleep seeing you were up that much percentage?
Greed.
No, but I'm saying, how did you sleep?
What?
You didn't sleep.
Of course, I was like, oh, tomorrow I'm in the money.
And every day you woke up.
I slept amazing that night.
Oh, you did? Okay.
When I woke up, not so good.
How fast did it drop from that level to...
It was the example you used, catching the falling.
Understood. Did you learn your lesson?
A lesson.
Okay. If you notice, page 22 to 25, if you stay on that, and what I would suggest you do is, because by the way, if you don't know, now you'll know, in the secret Instagram, there's a highlight where you could download the digital book for free. Kenny, you did that, right? It works. You could get it for free, the digital book. My suggestion is print out page 22, 23, 24, 25, laminate it, and put it on your trading desk area. Highly suggest you do that. Because I already gave you all the mistakes and issues you're going to have. How can you have it? Like, oh, wait, professor said, how can you forget? Because here's the thing, you will forget. I wrote it in the book.
I've been trading since 2006-ish, and I made some money gradually. Some red days, some green days, but I made some money. 2017, I made about 400,000, just 1 year. 2018, 1 year after Trump took office, February 3rd, one day, Dow is everything. All the market is going up, 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 up. That one day, it did drop drastically, like 1,500 Dow points. That's February 3rd again. I used to trade only one symbol called SVXY. That's 2 times the market. And UVXY is... So that day, he just told, don't leave anything overnight. That's one thing you need to learn. The second thing, do not put all your money into one basket. That's the second thing. So that day it dropped from, I was in Florida. I flew to Florida to fix one of my friend. He was in need. My flight from Baltimore is at 4:30. I couldn't sell it on time. Usually I do sell by end of the day. I didn't sell it. So Monday morning it did take it down. So SVXY, even you can see the graph now, 109, it opened at $9.
Tell them your average price.
And I had 420,000 of it, 350,000 my money. Scott Trade was there back then. They margined me 90,000, and thereafter as soon as, so there was a halt, obviously. And when it opened at 2 o'clock on Monday, it opened at $9, and they did immediately sell it.
Margin call.
With a margin call, and I owe them 90,000, and I was not coming home till 3 days later, and they put like 2,000 more on it as a penalty and fees. So I ended up paying 96,000 when I came back on Friday. When I made money 400 and some thousand in 2017, I paid 35% to the IRS, which is 130. The next year, when I lost everything, they were only telling me that you only can get $3,000 thing. So what did I lose? All the money that I made the previous year.
And the taxes that you paid on.
And the taxes. and whatever margin I borrowed. So so I went into depression just like how you told. I didn't go out of the house, not to the parties, nowhere else. I was just staying home. So that's the long story. So what I think in my mind is I'm a good trader, but it's just one bad luck, one bad day that took everything out. So that has me in my mind, like the ego. So in COVID, my wife started following Professor, as he said, but naked days. But naked days. She very rarely follows one or two people, not more than that. And she tells me, hey, listen to this guy because he does good in stocks and all. But I never took her seriously because, as I said, I exactly. That's the ego thing, exactly. So that's where I said, I'm a good trader. I don't need advice from someone else. And it's just one bad day that I lost everything, but I'll get my good days again. So I never followed him. And versus, she followed him. She has Coinbase account. She has Binance. She has Valet. Everything. I can't even spell those names, but she has everything. And she did put her money into those. In long run, it didn't grow overnight, but it took a year or two. But she came out with a good number, like profit and all. She does very well. She does very well. Versus me, I spent all day, literally all day, looking at the number moving. It's like a roller coaster all day. 4 o'clock when the number stops moving, my mind freezes. So I keep losing money because of the greed. And everything that you see in the whatever you're reading now, I am the guy who applies to all of them. It's easy to say now, but I am in control now because it's weekend. But I'm out of control during Monday to Friday during the numbers moving.
I have a question. So what you said that when we do trade, it's good to have a mentor. It's good to have somebody.
A partner, one friend he makes. The last class he came to, he made friends with one girl. They talk regularly. They have Zoom meetings regularly. Just you and her, right?
Yes.
They basically, and Preet came from Australia to class. She's already signed up for Mexico too. He was telling me her levels, she's brand new, never traded. How old is she? 50?
No, she is 43.
43. She's never traded a day in her life. Her levels are better. And he can't even believe how good her levels are. They work together. They do Zoom calls together.
My question is, you share the same house with your wife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and your wife is profitable and she follows exactly what you're preaching and you're teaching. Why don't you follow what your wife does?
Because I don't want to follow a man. Why will I follow a woman? You understood that?
He just came to February. His wife had been watching me for 5 years and actively learning and everything from me, right? He refused to listen. I'm a man. I'm not listening to another man. That ego thing that we men have, I'm not like this, If he knows more than me, I'm going to be happily listening to this man. You know what I'm saying? He refused to. Even his wife was like, I'm green. Whatever this guy with the beard is saying is working. Listen to me. He goes, no, I'm not going to. Eventually, tell him a story what made you to come here.
And she, last couple of years at least, every time he has his live video on, she sends me the video link in the WhatsApp chat. Oh, hey, follow this. I never clicked on it. Trust me, I never did. And she knows that, but she keeps trying. One day I will.
Wife nags.
One day I'll be there. And what is that you wanted?
What led you here? And
So I'm an IT architect. I'm into IT. And I think it was in September where I thought it's enough. I made enough money to live comfortably. So I quit my job in September and I had some savings. So now, earlier I was doing like just a trade or so because I was busy in meetings. I'm only doing it this part-time. Now that I'm not working anymore, all day, all I'm doing is open I use E-Trade before I came here. So all I do is trade. If it is going up, I buy. But stocks doesn't just go up like this. There is always a graph. And my numbers, like I do 30 and 40 contracts, they are expensive. The moment even in 2 or 3 points down, it takes it down by thousands. I panic and I sell. But I never did levels. I don't know what is the support. I don't know what is this trend line. So all I know is, oh no, it's falling. It's not my day. And I sell. And again, it starts going up because there is something. And
So how did you make the withdrawal?
Those were the days I think I was falling. I forgot the formula, but there were the days when between 12 and 2 the stock market goes up in one direction, and 2 to 2:30 it takes a break, and then from 2:30 I used to follow something like that.
They have like those things, like you have the power hour, you have all these different types with like the opening is where market goes up, it's volatile. Then from 10 to like 11 is directional. Then after lunch is dead, and then like they have specific things. So that's like I guess that's what you're doing. So you were basically guessing that whole like if I get in that time, that was luck. So that's what I'm saying, beginner's luck, because that happened to me. It wasn't like that. That was really
But here's the thing.
I was
Yes,
doing.
But his job was to keep it.
Yeah.
Remember, what you need to understand, this story and just in general, our job is not, I'm sorry what you might say, I'm just telling you the truth. Is your job to make money or to keep the money? Keep the money. Last time I checked, on Monday, we're going to live trade. We'll take 1 to 3 trades. Setup is there, boom. Cool, we'll make money, God willing. And if I left you to your own free will and let you trade that day and said, states, as long as you want trade, what are you all going to end up doing? You're going to blow it all. There's multiple factors in there. You know the strategy works. It's all of that. It's what happens is, number one, I'm going to tell you this. I believe we're using a lot of energy into this. For example, forget Ramadan for a second, but I usually like to fast twice a week, every week, right? The day I'm fasting, I'll take a trade. I won't be hungry. I'll be like, I'm fine. I feel like $1 million, I'm fine. The second I'm out to trade, I've never been more hungry in my existence. Who can tell me why?
Takes a lot of money.
Sorry? Which one? I got you, Jordan. You came from a red-eye flight. I got you. I fast, forget Ramadan, but I fast twice a week. Sorry, twice. I'm fasting now with baby too. I fast in a week 2 times a day on average. And that day that I'm fasting, I'll take a trade and I'm not hungry. I feel fine, I'm full, whatever. When I'm done with trading after 30 minutes, I feel like I've never had food in my life and I'm starving. Who can tell me why?
It takes a lot out of it.
Your brain processes so much energy that I'm like, oh God, I'm not fasting today. I'll make it up. I gotta eat. I'm dying. Your brain is going through so much. And I believe that after the 3rd trade, you're so mentally exhausted, you don't see things on the chart properly. You start creating scenarios that don't exist. I'll speak freely, but Michelle, don't take what I'm about to say the wrong way. Men, you know with women, right? They take an ant and turn it into an elephant. Hands up, you've been with a woman who took a nothing situation and turned it into the biggest problem of her life. Hands up. So you know what I'm talking about. We men don't do these things. You're good. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you telling the story. That's what, and again, you already put your hands up. Women have a tendency to do that. Why? Why do you guys do that? I don't actually even know. I guess. I don't do that. Nothing to me affects me in any way, shape, or form. Nothing. So when it comes to trading, when you finish the 3rd one, you start creating scenarios that don't exist. Oh, there's a support level there. But then if you go back and analyze your trade, like, what did I do? This made no sense. You're mentally exhausted. Even though what we're doing is not a physical job, it's a massive mental process we're going through. This is no joke. This is why we're doing 1 contract, MES. Imagine if this class was NASDAQ only, 1 to 3 contracts. You blink and it's already up or down $2,000. That's what cost Jim. Jim was doing well. He goes, no, I'm going to NASDAQ. Right or wrong, Jim? You have to understand something. As we're doing this conversation, as we're going deeper into the mindset and controlling yourself, what you ultimately need to understand, and I want you to do this right now, open your Padfolios. I'm very old school. Mentally, I feel like I'm 65. My ex-girlfriend calls me a grandpa because I think like a grandpa. I believe in arithmetic. I want you to write this in your Padfolios, at least 5 lines right now. Guys, I'm coming out right now. I know you were watching an episode or lesson, but I just want to let you know, free trading course, daytradeprofessor.com. You're broke, you got no money, you got nothing, but you just want to start it off, Day Trade Professor. Click down below, go in the description and start the free course. It'll help you get along the way. See you in the next one. Let's go. Your job is capital preservation, not to make money. Making money is easy. Hands up, you've made money trading. Hands up. Put it down. Hands up, you've kept that money. See, that's the problem. You have to understand what your problem is. Right here. It is in your DNA. I don't care what religion you are, the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, whatever. You will never control it. For example, men in the room, don't lie. Hands up, you want multiple women in your life. Hands up, don't lie. Put it up all the way. You wish you could have 3 to 4. Hands up. Everyone, let's go. Hands up, boys. See, why is that? Nader, why is that? No camera. I mean, there's a camera on. But boys, I don't want to deal with 4 different women. I want a lot of children. I want 20 kids. I want each one 5, 5, 5. You got 20. So why do I want that? Isn't that a little excessive? Doesn't that sound insane? No, you're a human. You have emotions. You cannot be a robot. You are living, breathing entities. You want to see a prime example? Look at my last Friday live trade on YouTube. That was complete stupidity after I made a mistake. I was like, shit. I think there was 300 plus people on the YouTube live. I don't know how many were on the TikTok live or etc. And I'm like, damn, why did I do that? You have to understand, it's the same factor. Do not let your greed get to you. It will get to you. It is your job to get busy. That is the only solution. Get busy.
Get that score. Get the score. Elgin, Professor, let's go, baby.
Hey.
What's up? Look at that score. Elgin, it's okay. Now watch, I'm about to beat him. Chris, you ready? Yeah, let's go. I only got one ball. Oh, there's some. So who won? How do you know who? Oh, you won. Oh, all right, next game. I'm gonna beat everybody. I'm gonna beat everyone. What are we gonna get? A 4-key team. I'm gonna beat him immediately. Oh, we doing New York. Everyone, New York. You know the vibes? We know the vibes. Yes. No! Who was that? Who was it? Nobody? It was me. As usual. What I said? What I said? All right. Yeah. Okay. So you got it on camera. You got it on camera, right? So we have it on camera. Let's see. Who's gonna win? Me. So okay. Give him 5 more minutes, and we're about to find out in 5 more minutes. We're about to see. It's starting in 3, 2, 1.
You are TV.
What the? I've never seen that. All right, you're right. That's not even no sideways. I don't know, it's black. Oh. I've never seen that high. I just see it. I'm just here.
One thing that I like about the professor is that he's straight up. He said, either you have 2 decisions, 2 choices. You do it or not. And the one thing that got me was that if you do it, you have more possibilities. And if you don't do it, you just stay there. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the course. I'm gonna go to the mentorship. And I made the decision. I have a family, right? But thank God my wife agreed. And she said, go to the mentorship. She had my back. And I'm here now with the professor. And I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I'm coming back again as many times as possible.
Take the short. Stop loss above 729.
Meeting the professor for the first time was really good. He's exactly how he is online. He's authentic and he's straight to the point, which I really appreciate.
The live trading event is really in depth because you watch him trade and you trade with him and you do it for like a whole week.
I've done a lot of different trading groups, trade signals, discords. I've had different mentors. The professor's class is a one of a kind, intuitive, interactive class that makes everything super easy and not complicated. We trade what we see, not what we feel. If you come into this industry and think you're going to be making hundreds of thousands of dollars, the professor simplifies that for you. He shows you what's realistic and what is just fake with all the furus out there.
I've seen a lot of his Instagram lives and a lot of his videos, but has that energy and he's just you know, very excited to teach, and he just loves what he does, and which is one of the reasons why I came to the class.
The environment around you, most people just settle, are just complacent.
We really appreciate the opportunity to come here and learn how to change our lives and to better ourselves and have very much a better life for not just us, our families, but also anybody that we help with.
Anybody around him is like a spirit. It's some kind of like spiritual thing that anybody that he was just driven. You just wanted to know, what is it? What is it that you got? What is it that you experienced? I want to experience the same thing.
I think learning in person is completely different than learning from a video. Professor gives his whole self. He encourages you to ask questions.
Professor said about like the multiple time frames and then the importance of that 15-minute, as well as how to incorporate the usage of the candles on the lower time frames and how that affects the overall picture.
The mentality is like so great. It's like we're all so close to what the professor is, and which we're striving to get to his level as well, because he filtered out the garbage, he filtered out the noise.
He gave us many like assignments, and then we went over each other's answers. So just that networking with your peers, you're going to learn so much.
If you want to take your learning experience to the next level, this is it. This is all you need to learn.
He explains everything thoroughly and breaks down every concept of what we need to know and eliminates all the noise.
People are always going to talk. Cut out that noise and just follow what your heart says. Your heart is telling you that, hey, this is something for me, go for it. Don't even think about it, just do it.
Professor always says it in all of his lives. Take the free course. He gets nothing from it. And there's so much value in that free course itself already. What he says, get the book, because it dives deeper into what the fundamentals and how to approach scalp trading, day trading.
He is probably one of the best mentors that I've ever had, and I would recommend him to family and friends because he knows what he's talking about. In the class, you know, he told us exactly what was going to happen pre and post market, and it dialed into a T.
He's super genuine. He seems to really care about his students, and he's always there for you. You know, I can DM him anytime, and he answers back.
I like his methods. They're simple to follow. That's what makes it easier for new traders to get on board with us.
I'm definitely like the younger one, and it's gonna be different, a feeling, but they're all really helpful. They can relate. You can ask for advice. They'll give it to you, and you can have discussions on what you're confused about and what you can make improvements on.
He gives you the right path where to go to. You're with your professor, and he's leading you to the right path.
Everything that he says, from the levels to mindset, just anything he says, it works.
The first thing that I would say is to watch his videos, purchase his book, because obviously you want to make sure that he is the right mentor for you.
Professor, I will never get tired of thank you. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for sharing your knowledge with everybody, because it's a powerful knowledge. I do believe this is the best skill pay in the world.
Hey, we took 3 trades. Does it feel good to hit sell? So now here's the conversation, right? Who still wants to be in a trade? Hey, you're late to class. What are you doing? We already took 3 trades and you missed out on everything. Sit down. Where's your book? You don't even have your book. Listen, David, page 41. Get him on the book. Let's go. Stop being late to class and be on time. I'll see you. Stop it. Let's go. Continue. We took 3 trades. Hands up, we made money on the trades. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why did we enter the first short? Who can tell me? Get your notebooks ready. Let's go. Get your notebooks ready. I want you to tell me, why did we take the first short there? ¿Por qué? Why? Let's go. I want to tell me, David.
Focus on multiple time frame levels, and we can.
Correct. And what were they telling us? Stop. Somebody else. Jim, what were they telling us? We're hitting a resistance level. What else? The direction. What was the direction? Sellers were taking control. Did we make the right move? Yes, we did. So the first trade in our favor, correct? And then what happened here? Reversal. We took a what? We took a quick long and we got out right there. Did we make the quick move? Was it a good idea? What if we didn't hit sell? What would have happened? How would your emotions be for the rest of the day? Gone, done, finito, you're finished. Oh, trading doesn't work. I want someone to answer this for me, and I want the exact answer. What would be the reason someone would say it doesn't work? The main reason. Daniel and then David. Losing money. But is it really losing money or not making the money? That's what it is. You lose it. But again, who's to blame? Could we have easily lost every trade? What if we never hit sell? Could we have easily lost every trade? Didn't you see the volatility, the movement? Come on now. Who wanted to take an early morning trade immediately? Hands up. Put it down. Did we not do it anyway? Have the patience to wait for the market to stabilize, for God's sakes.